Wembley. Players from both sides visited the cenotaph in London to pay their respects to those who lost their lives in the First World War.
Well, David Hurst is at Wembley for us this evening and sent us this report ahead of the game.
Yes, and in less than 24 hours, the victorious captain will collect this magnificent trophy. And one thing we know for certain is that the winning team will be from West Yorkshire. Will it be small town Castleford, the underdogs? Many of the neutrals are rooting for Cass. They haven't won this trophy since 1986. Or will it be their big city rivals Leeds? Remember, Leeds have lost in their last 6 finals and they're trying to shake off their Challenge Cup hoodoo. Leeds were the first team to come down here today to Wembley to get a feel of the stadium ahead of tomorrow's game. They are the favourites, but they're also not taking Castleford lightly.
History's history, and some of it doesn't make good reading, but then at the same time you've got to get here first. We've got no God-given right to even be here. It makes a headline because we've been here 6 times and not picked up the gold medal, but that's not deterring us from having a real good crack at this again.
It's about going on there and doing your job and doing it the best you can and being consistent throughout the game. And if you're not doing that, then you're probably not going to win, as we found out in the past. So we're focused on our performance and each individual doing their jobs.
Well, let me tell you that Castleford has a population of 39,000. You could fit twice that number of people into this stadium, and a lot of those people, around 2/3 of those who live in Castleford, are expected to come down here to London to watch the game tomorrow. John Shires reports on how the final has captured the imagination of the town.
Maybe it's because Cass haven't won the cup since 1986, or maybe it's because the town, already ravaged by pit closures, suffered more than most in the economic downturn, with many of its major employers packing in or moving out. Whatever the reason, Cass has gone cup crazy.
It's the best thing that's happened for a long time.
The town needs this, big time. It's taken that many knocks.
People are going into shops that didn't go in shops, not on a car, but going into shops, you know.
I mean, the rugby club's the heart of the town. It just puts a buzz around the place that we haven't had for a long time.
The town's indoor market stalls are all trimmed up with black and amber. The club shop in the centre of town has been full since the semi-final win against Widnes. Fans are proud to wear the club's colours, even to go shopping. It's as though the town has regained its lost pride. The local weekly paper has already published one Wembley supplement. Another will follow next week.
They've had a lot of knockbacks sort of last 10, 20, even 30 years. But I think that on Saturday that'll all be forgotten. I don't think there'll be anybody left in Cass, to be honest, on Saturday. I think the people of Cass needed it as well.
It's all the more remarkable since only a few months ago the club was struggling even to survive. For Cass born and bred Chief Executive Steve Gill, reaching Wembley really is what dreams are made of. Did you expect this?
No, not in my wildest dreams, if I'm honest. I think only a madman would have expected us to be, to be where we are. I've been up in town last few weeks, and just after getting to Wembley, the town's buzzing, the smiles on the faces of people, because ultimately we are in entertainment business, and if we can put smiles on the faces for just a few weeks, I think we've done our job.
Whatever its problems, Castleford's always been able to boast of its impressive rugby league heritage. Now the current squad, many of them born and bred in or near the town, have a chance to write another chapter in the proud history of classy Cass.
John Shires reporting. Well, the Castleford Tigers players, they came down here later in the afternoon to familiarise themselves with the stadium. There's only a handful of their players have played at the new Wembley Stadium. This was the reaction from their camp. Leeds lad playing for Cass, how do you feel?
Oh, excited. Just can't wait to get out there and play. We've had a real good week preparation. Probably a few nerves early on, but we all settled down and just got on with this job, and I thought training's gone real well this week.
All the neutrals want you to win it. The bookies don't think you will.
Yeah, bookies are always wrong, aren't they? It doesn't really matter, to be honest, does it? Who wants what? It's about who delivers on the day. For me, we're pretty close to Leeds. I think they've got some outstanding individual players, no question about that. We've got an outstanding team, and if we deliver the performance that we're capable of, then it'll be a real tough, tight game, and we're confident.
And you can expect a fair amount of passion inside this stadium tomorrow. So who'll win it? Well, the bookies reckon that Leeds, with their big-name players, will do it. But what a fairy tale it would be if little Cass could pull off an upset. David Hurst, ITV News at Wembley Stadium.
Well, there are lots of extra interviews with players and coaches on our website, itv.com/calendar, itv.com/calendar.
By this time tomorrow night, either Castleford Tigers or Leeds Rhinos will have lifted one of the game's most historic and prestigious trophies. We know this because for the first time in 28 years, it's an all-Yorkshire Tetley's Challenge Cup final at Wembley.
Well, the teams are in London, and by the looks of it, so are quite a few fans already. They're with Tanya, who's down at Wembley Way for us tonight. All yours, Tanya.
Thanks very much indeed. Yes, the fans are here. Well, the Castleford fans are here at least, because Leeds, they've been here a few times, but it is a while since Castleford got to experience Wembley. As you said, the players, of course, are already down in the capital. They came down yesterday, but they were here today for their final training session and a look around the great stadium. First out for the traditional eve of final captain's run were Leeds. Not much need for them to get to know the place, they're all too familiar with it. The key for the Rhinos, to learn to love it. 3 times they've been to the new Wembley, 3 times they've lost the Challenge Cup final, making it 6 losses in all since they last lifted the trophy at the old Wembley in 1999.
The club, well documented, it's been here a few times, and there's not that much that we get wrong in prep, and in reality there's not that much that we get wrong on game day. It's just that we get beat by the better team on the day, and the players have just finished training now and everything's in place, and we just look forward to getting out on the field and trying to execute some of the things that we planned.
For the majority of the Castleford team, this is all new. This was their chance to take it all in, look around, so that when they run out for the final, they can hopefully just focus on the game.
I think it's real good because I think you need to come and get the feel of what the ground's like. I know it's going to be different tomorrow with the fans in here, but it's just, at least you see the stadium, you can stand in the middle, have a look round, see what's there, and then tomorrow you can just come here, deal with your job and focus on playing.
It doesn't happen very often, 2 Yorkshire sides down here playing in this great competition in the final. So yeah, we've got a bit of a hallmark on this year's comp, and obviously it's going to go back to Yorkshire. Hopefully it'll be a little town like Castleford.
There's so little to choose between these two sides. They're level on points in Super League and drew when they faced each other last month. Together with the fact that just 15 miles divides the two clubs, it has all the makings of a great final. Well, I'm guessing the town of Castleford is going to be emptied by tomorrow. I'm guessing you lot have all come down from Cass, have you? There are fans, though, who've travelled a little further than Yorkshire to London, and we have a couple of them with us now. Ollie Petter, where have you come? You're a Rhinos fan. We have found a Rhinos fan. Where did you come from? He's doing well.
I come from Norway.
Right. We can trump that, though. Roy, where have you come from?
I come from Australia.
And you are supporting?
Castleford.
We will find out why Roy is supporting Castleford in a moment, but Ollie, how on earth did you become a Leeds Rhinos fan?
It's a long story. I'm a huge Leeds United supporter, and when I go to Ellen Road, I like to see rugby as well. So that's the connection.
So when did you book your tickets for this?
That day they made the final, yeah.
I mean, obviously they've been in a few finals of late. Have you been down to one recently?
Not a final, but I went to Headingley a couple of times lately, yeah.
So you must be fairly desperate for them to win. It's quite a long journey.
I hope to win, yeah.
Now, Roy, Australia, this is a hell of a trek. Tell us why you've come all the way from Australia.
I've come here because my nephew Lee Jewett is playing in the final for Cass, so that was a good enough reason to make the journey.
And it's a fairy tale story for him, isn't it? Because earlier in the season he was playing, second tier in France?
He was, yeah. He was sort of playing second tier, looking to maybe retire from rugby and continue working somewhere else. But Darryl Powell made the call to him, and he's not looked back since.
Have you spoken to him since you got here? How's he feeling?
Yeah, he's feeling good. I spent the day with him today, and they're feeling very confident, and they looked very sharp in training.
And do they know about this down under? Do they know about the Challenge Cup and who's playing and everything?
They certainly do. It's a huge occasion, the Challenge Cup. It goes back to the early 80s, in fact. And there's a lot of people be getting up at midnight tonight to watch it, including my boys. So, yeah, very exciting.
So, you two are presumably confident your teams are going to win. I mean, it is too close to call. What's going to make Leeds get over the line?
I think their experience will make the win. Yeah.
Well, may the best team win. I'm just going to pop down here, just because, look. This is a great... Oh, what are you going to shout? Who's going to win?
Who's going to win?
Tigers. Oh, he's got all tongues on.
Tigers!
He almost had stage fright. All we can say on Look North is at least we will have the winner. This lot, bar one, of course, thinking it's going to be Castleford, but may the best team win.